Fun to watch. The supporting actor, you know, the girl who played the president's daughter, Maggie Grace, she did a good job. Vincent Regan, Alex, for what he had to do, was good. And so was his brother, the actor Joseph Gilgun. Stomare was efficiently a douchebag, even though his accent was really kind of off and on at times. Hawk being a freaking, turning out to be some snitch or some, basically being him turning out basically the bad guy. Didn't see it coming, but honestly didn't need to see it coming. Stomare, everything was set up for him to get his comeuppance and to get nothing. Fucking horrible anticlimactic ending, which is just a spit in the face of the viewer, and just honestly extremely disappointing film, because it's all it ends up being is just okay, a time waster that I don't even know if I buy it on DVD used. So, I mean, I know, just real quick, right off the bat, here's how I could just right away, from the top of my mind, improve this movie. For one, with that gyro cycle sequence, everything will be done in practical effects, with actual, blue screen behind it or something. None of this everything in CGI bullshit. The sequence will not be sped up like it's in fast forward, okay? Alright? We'll set it up also as this. There's another plot point I'll add in the film. Snow is a courier, kind of like Johnny Mnemonic. He delivers things to people, which explains why he has a suitcase and why he's trying to deliver it to somebody. Okay? Makes sense. His friend Mace works with him, so he's trying to get it to Mace so he can go and deliver it. So basically what he is, he's the carrier, he's the guy who carries it. Mace is the guy who delivers it. Okay, so he's just the guy who carries it around. Alright? So the cops find out about his illegal activities. They hunt after him. At the same time, while he's trying to escape from them, he enters a room and finds his friend, and sees his friend get shot. Okay? Now the police are going after him because it looks like he was trying to defend himself and shoot the, actually, the police don't show up right away. You can have, hitmen show up. They're trying to shoot him, kill him, and then the police show up, and he's just shooting at the hitman at the same time his friend gets shot. So now the police think he shot his friend, so now they chase after him. And none of this shaky cam bullshit, okay? None of this shit, okay? We'll make it so the viewer can understand what the fuck's going on. So then he ends up getting away from the cops, and he enters a parking lot, and you see a gyrocycle. And it's his bicycle, it's his cycle. You see earlier in the movie, he actually rides it around. This is how he goes around. This is how he delivers his packages to Mace, is riding around the gyrocycle. And so he rides around the gyrocycle. We have a great, entertaining, not too slow, but fast enough, action sequence, which isn't sped up like it looks like it's fucking on crack. And then you have, he's shooting at him and stuff, practical effects, okay? Then he gets, off the gyrocycle, he manages to escape from the cops, and then he thinks he's escaped, and then he gets surrounded by freaking 3 or 4, helicopters or something, and he's like, oh shit, I'm alright, I can't escape this. So he gets arrested, then you get moments, okay? Then okay, right away, that's better. It's better right away, okay? After that, more sequences improve here. The mission. His mission is not only to save the president's daughter, but is also to set the bomb. So now you don't have to worry about risking experienced pilots' lives to set some bomb on a prison with a security system which has fucking giant guns on it. Now you just have a guy in there who goes in there alone, sets the bomb, saves a girl. Makes a hell of a lot more sense and adds more suspense to when Snow actually sets the bomb. They don't have much time to get off. Okay? And here's why I want him to be the one to set the bomb. Because then it sets up to the climax. None of the shit where brother kills brother. Stupid. Okay? You have Alex. You have multiple different sequences. You have a couple of sequences in between the film where Snow ends up meeting Alex, getting his ass handed to him by Alex. There's a one scene where it looks like Snow gets the better of Alex and burns him or something. And he shows up, looks like he's done for. But then, just as he sets the bomb for 2 minutes, he's about ready to get off the ship with the girl. Alex shows up again. And he's all burned and shit. And he's like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Who does this guy think he is? Fucking Wolverine? And then he comes in and they get in a fight and they actually fight each other. And Snow has his moment. And he with each punch is edited along with the tick of the clock on the bomb. So Snow is punching him. They're having a drug-out fight. The girl's still locked in her suit. She can't do anything. She can't, except, say, Snow, what's going on? It's like, I can't talk right now, And then, I forgot about this. Snow had some clever traps that he set up around the film with these voice-activated bombs. So, now you have this moment where he actually, when he gets thrown across the room by Alex, one of these bombs falls out of his jacket. Out of his, he has like a, sort of military style, bulletproof vest on. Falls out of his vest. So he sees it, but he's fighting off Alex and kicks him in the balls or something, and then he grabs it real quick, and then he puts it in the guy's pants, and then he says, "Fuck you and your mother." And then he blows up, and gory, he blows up from the midsection, he basically, Alex gets blown in half, literally. And he gets like covered in blood and shit, and then he's like, "Oh God, nasty." And then he gets back up and gets into the suit, and then it explodes, and they get off. They get out, and then adding even more to put a cherry on top of this movie to make it 10 times better. After the suspenseful action sequences, you can imagine that slug out, drug out fight, and then good one-liner, and it's a good idea to have a voice-activated grenade and be like, "Fuck you and your mother." Boom! It'd be automatically better. And then, after they land safely, Stomare's ass shows up. He says, "I can't have any goddamn witnesses, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He's gonna shoot the president's daughter, and, he's gonna, just wanted witnesses so he can clear his name, basically. And, Snow takes a bullet for her. And then it looks like he's about to shoot her anyway, and Snow, and then the president shows up, and with his entourage, Secret Service guys, they disarm Stomare, and then the president punches Stomare in the face. It's sort of like, it's like he says, "You're fired," and then punches him in the face. It'd be like, yes, it would be crowd pleasing, it would be great. And so then, you get to the typical ending, like the end of Die Hard. Guy gets a girl, she punches him in the face still, but then they actually have this moment, and the ambulance is being taken away to be treated, and and then you have this moment at the end of the film where Snow's going to go on her job on his driver cycle, ready to ride off in his driver cycle. He's got another job, and the girl wants to come along, so she actually took his keys, and she's all like fretting to drop him down the drain, and she doesn't let him come, and he's like, "All right, it's only because I like you, but you better be taking care of yourself this time. I'm not babysitting you this time around." She's like, "I can take care of myself." "Oh yeah, we'll see about that." And another thing, you talk too much. No talking on this trip. But I don't know. It'd be fun. Just fun back and forth between them. And then he drives off. Automatically a better movie. Okay? For one, you have a better idea with the whole setup with Snow. Not only is there to rescue her, he's also there to set the bomb. Adds extra suspense. Right away, you have a better sequence of the driver cycle. You have a fucking moment for Snow. And like I'm saying, he doesn't have that moment that John McClane has. How disappointing this ending is, and how to explain it. Imagine if at the end of Die Hard, if Hans Gruber just gets shot by Alexander Godunov, and McClane ends up, Holly isn't really in any danger, he ends up saving her easily, and they end up getting off the plaza, and, and basically what happens is Godunov just gets arrested, and just carried off. No, just, nothing. It would be fucking shitty. And you would not like Die Hard if it ended like that. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? So, that's how I feel about this movie. The ending sucks so much dick that it really fucking affects the film. Okay? It turns it from a movie that's an entertaining, fun, sci-fi action, flick, to a disappointing, muddled, just aggravating mess. So, there are a lot of positives about this movie. Guy Pearce, Maggie Grace, certain action sequences, great dialogue, but there are also a lot of negatives that really do kill this movie. So, to end this long-ass review, which was mixed with rants, this is that type of movie. It's both. It's love and hate with this movie, Lockout. So, anyway, if I was going to rate it, out of 4 stars, I would give it 2.5. It's better than fair, but barely. And that's just really is too bad. The thing that aggravates me the most about this movie is that it had so much potential, and because it was hampered by a PG-13 rating, and because, you know, certain things were not written well, and, you know, because of its shitty ending, it basically becomes just like any other, like I said, any other run-of-the-mill. It just becomes a mediocre movie when it should have been and could have been a hell of a lot better. That's basically it. This movie could have been this movie could have been great. It's a great premise, a great idea, and a great character. And for a great character like Snow to be wasted and not doing very much throughout the movie except say some good one-liners and have a couple moments here and there, but in the long run, not having that much to do and basically babysitting the president's daughter for half the film, just not cool. So that's basically what this movie is. It's basically like a kick in the balls, but you recover from it, and you know, you learn better from it. It wasn't a totally unsatisfying experience. It's like if you had a good day and then you got kicked in the balls. That's what I'm saying. And that's what it is, like, good day, and like, yay, I found like all these movies on DVD, you know, and VHS for cheap, awesome, and then oh, that's basically it. You know, your day still wasn't ruined, but you still remember that kick in the balls. So I don't want to say thanks for watching my review of Lockout, and I will see you later. See ya.